Right now, and every moment that you've laid your hands on a device that has a Wi-Fi connections, you've had these two options. The first option is to take no initiative over your online consumption and let your mind be controlled by doom scrolling and wasting time. Or you can use this device to take advantage of the greatest library of knowledge ever known to human beings. And in doing so, you become the best version of yourself. The truth is that majority of the world is overstimulated by using their phones too much for entertainment purposes. So if you think about it, if the majority of the world is addicted to their phones and addicted to overstimulation, and then that would mean that those who are able to gain control over their phones and have discipline would naturally just be ahead of other people in life, which is kind of like a cheat code. It's kind of like they're playing with cheats in today's society. So how do we take back control of our lives and stop being overstimulated? The key is to become a disciplined user. See, I know I'm not stating anything groundbreaking because you as well as everyone knows we're living in an age of distraction.
Biggest risk to your future isn't your competition. It's the distractions you insist on keeping in your life rather than doing the things you know you should be doing but aren't.
We wake up, grab our phones, enter into Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, maybe all three, and begin scrolling. After about 40 minutes has passed, which to you felt like 5, we find the strength to get out of our beds and then brush our teeth or do whatever we have to do to start our day. That's already 40 minutes spent that you could have spent doing something productive. 40 minutes that you will never get back. And if this is you, it's okay because this used to be me as well. But thankfully, I've been out of this cycle for a good while now. And my overall sense of well-being and life in general has just improved exponentially. You see, back when I was trapped in that vicious cycle, deep down in my mind, I had a feeling that, oh, this must not be good for me. But the thing is, it was just so addicting that I just ignored it because I wanted that quick dopamine. This was mostly in the 2020 pandemic area where we were all really just inside of our houses, not doing anything. And in this era, I was extremely unproductive, not doing anything productive, gaining lots of weight. It was just not good. You see, mindlessly scrolling doesn't just damage your mind, but it damages your subconscious mind. For those of you who don't know what your subconscious mind is, it's basically just the thoughts that you get in your head without you thinking of them. Let's say if you try to stop thinking for 1 minute, all the thoughts that just come into your head without you thinking, those are from your subconscious mind. And mindlessly scrolling affects your subconscious mind. You've heard the phrase, you are what you eat, in terms of food shaping your body. But the same thing applies to your mind, because your mind becomes exactly what you consume. It adapts to what you watch, what you read, what you listen to, who you follow, all of that. And one of the biggest things I've learned is that if you're constantly consuming negative content, that's exactly what your mind will become. You'll start to develop a negative personality because you subconsciously develop the traits of the content you watch and the people that you follow. For example, if you want to become a wealthy man, you need to be watching wealthy people. If you want to be a smart guy, you need to be watching smart people. If you want to be a comedian, you gotta be watching funny people. Now, I don't want to act like a drone that never gets distracted, but since I've really become conscious of this, I noticed that when I start consuming a lot of a person's content, I start to think and act like them. Now, if you don't realize this now, you'll never realize that your thoughts are literally being controlled by what you consume on social media on the daily. And as the famous quote goes, what consumes your mind controls your life. Now, if you're still watching this, some of you may be wondering, why does this guy care so much? And the truth is that I don't really care that much because it doesn't actually have any impact on my life. But I'm making this video because I've started to realize just how much better my life has been when you aren't addicted to content. And I'd wish I had seen a video like this earlier in my life, because I promise you I'm not exaggerating. I realize this is why most people think that they have ADHD, but the truth is that they're just addicted to their screens because they can hardly focus and get any work done for more than 5 minutes. So I was just losing in life so much because mindless content consumption rewires your brain to only consume, to only want instant gratification. Which means you can never set any ambitious tasks for yourself because you'll never be able to do it. And if you want to achieve something difficult, it requires you to be consistent and work hard and not be instant gratification. Not be tied to instant gratification. But that requires patience if you want to achieve something big. So if your patience is gone, then your ability to be ambitious is gone too. And you can't get anything done. You can't get any big tasks done that you wanted. You can't reach any goals that you wanted to reach. So if I wanted to get out of this instant gratification self, I realized the number one thing that I had to change was my self-control and my discipline. Now I feel the best way to develop self-control is by knowing that the temptation is there, but refusing to give into it. And this is 100% discipline. So it really just takes discipline if you want to be great. And yes, bro, I know at the start it will feel so like it's gonna be hella hard, dude, but you really just gotta push. But over time it does become easier because the human body adapts to everything. Just how your body adapted to just mindlessly scrolling, your body's also gonna adapt to not scrolling. Like, just your body's gonna adapt to not instant gratification. It's gonna adapt to just like having to actually work hard for things, getting things naturally, and your dopamine levels are gonna reset. Andrew Huberman also mentioned that we always have this area in the brain called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, which gets bigger by doing hard things that we don't want to do. And the bigger it gets, the more willpower and more discipline you're going to develop. And this self-control that you start to build is going to help you throughout every area of your life. I thank you all for watching this video. If you made it this far, comment 100, because you are one of the 0.01% who actually finish what they start.